Hello, this is the sugarcane rainfall outlook for Far North Queensland, updated on the 27th of April 2023. This outlook will be covering growing areas from Mossman to the North Johnston River around Innisfail and then inland to the Atherton Tablelands. We'll look first at recent conditions and then the rainfall outlook for the coming fortnight and then the next 6 months out to October. On the next slide, on the right there is a map showing Far North Queensland sugarcane growing areas. Now, on the left, we see rainfall totaled for the month of April so far to the 25th. And as you can see from the purple and blue dots in the map below, quite a few areas have seen a more than 200 to 400 millimetres and some places in excess of 500 millimetres so far this month. For some of these sites though, a lot of that rainfall fell in just one day on the 24th, where we did see some sites record more than 300 millimetres in a 24-hour period. Areas to the north of about Babinda had below average rainfall, including Cairns, but we did see above average rainfall to the south of that. On the next slide, we're seeing the chance of exceeding median rainfall in May on the left-hand side, and then June to August on the right-hand side. In May, there's a roughly equal chance of exceeding median rainfall for Far North Queensland growing areas. In June to August, we see an equal to moderate to high chance of exceeding median rainfall, particularly the further north you go, as you can see from these green shades appearing. Next, model accuracy, and this is based on past performance at that time of year, roughly looking at the percentage of time the model was correct. In May, median rainfall forecasts are typically correct at 65 to 75% of the time, as indicated by these darker green shades. But in June to August, we see a reduction in accuracy, typically correct 55 to 65% of the time, as indicated by these lighter green shades, and there is a reduction in accuracy inland. Next, looking at the next fortnight, and it is looking drier across Far North Queensland sugarcane growing areas. We are looking at mostly a 25 to 50% chance of exceeding 25 millimetres each week for the next 2 weeks, so it is looking drier than what it has been. Next, for the rest of May, we're looking at, on the left-hand side, the 50% chance of receiving at least this amount compared to the historical median on the right-hand side. As you can see, eyeballing it, roughly looking to be similar to the historical median, looking at these two different maps, or about an equal chance of seeing rainfall close to the historical median for these growing areas. On the next hand side, we look at the high 75% chance and the low 25% chance on the right hand side. And a good way to think about this is that it is showing something similar to the BOM rainfall app range, what we can expect for that middle 50% range. What you can see, for example, around the Cairns area, we are looking at a chance of between around kind of 50 to 100 millimetres for the month of May, so definitely showing that 50% range there. Next, looking at the month of June, and again on the left-hand side, 50% chance of receiving at least, compared to the historical median on the right-hand side. And again, similar to May, we see about an equal chance of seeing rainfall close to the historical median for Far North Queensland sugarcane growing areas. But further south you go, you can see quite a bit of difference between the 50% forecast and the 50% historical median the further south you go. Next, looking at the 25 to 75% range, as you can see on the map here. And as we can see, we do see, for example, for Cairns in the month of June, looking at between 25 to 100 millimetres as being the 50% middle range of rainfall. Next, looking at the 3 months from June to August, the 50% on the left and the historical median on the right-hand side. Similar to May and June, we're seeing about an equal chance of seeing rainfall closer to the historical median, but potentially slightly wetter than usual, particularly towards Mossman, as we saw from those green maps earlier, just saying that we could see rainfall slightly above the median, particularly as we head into July and August. And the next slide does show the 25 to 75% range. Next, we head to spring, and at this stage, it is too early to give a confident forecast for spring, and we will have updates to come giving further information. These maps show the historical median based on data between 1991 and 2020 to give an idea of what the median is showing. And at this stage, some international models indicate average to possibly dry conditions for Far North Queensland from September. And finally, short-term weather watch points, what we're looking at over the next 7 to 10 days. On the left-hand side, we're looking at 24-hour rainfall to 10 p.m. on the Thursday, 27th of April. On the right-hand side to Friday, the 28th of April. As we can see here, with that southeasterly wind, we are looking at showers continuing on Thursday, but then we do see showers backing off from Friday, and we are expecting to see a drier run into the first couple of days of May. But as always, check the latest forecasts and warnings on the Bureau's website or on the BOM weather app. That's it for this update. Be sure to send feedback through to agriculture@bom.gov.au, that's agriculture@bom.gov.au, and we'll see you for the next update. Thanks for listening.